you do that. I don't even know what fucking Patreon is, to be honest with you. Still don't know what it is.
It's just another website you post stuff on and people contribute money.
Some people you can give them money and you can look at their vajayjay there.
Yeah.
That's the same, so it's like an OnlyFans, but not really?
But even better for them. They get more money.
Yeah, I mean...
Patreon or OnlyFans takes
Patreon,
more?
It's better for everybody, the customer and the performer.
So we should start an OnlyFans?
No one's going to see our buttholes. Nobody
no
cares.
one wants to see our dicks.
Who said we had to do that?
What else do you think anyone's paying for?
The sheer fact that we actually say we have an OnlyFans page is hilarious. Because who would want... It's like... That would be the one subscriber would be from Mississippi.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, Mississippi.
Finally, I'm waiting for this fat dude to take the dick out.
No, we never do that. We don't have to.
That's a big comedy swing. We have an OnlyFans.
Didn't you guys...
People are doing comedy on there.
Didn't
because
you guys...
OnlyFans wants it to not just be nude.
Do you guys remember Chat Roulette?
Hold on a second. No. Aaron, can you tell us...
Oh, we're rolling. I got the last couple minutes.
Welcome to the Full Charge Power Hour. I'm Matt Fulcher on Pledge on Patreon, as we were discussing. So we don't have to start an OnlyFans. Then again, we're listening. Patreon.com/The Full Charge. And then also, there's going to be a link to my special that's coming out September 18th. In the body of this podcast, YouTube video, etc. Okay, the guys and I, if you haven't heard, are talking about starting an OnlyFans, but not the butthole kind.
Right, you can do any type of OnlyFans you
want.
Sure, aren't a bunch of famous people on there now?
If we want to be ignored on another platform, I mean, unless we're famous showing our buttholes, it's just another thing old Maddie's got to fucking do.
So a long time ago, I used to have a joke. Well, I think some people would say it's debatable whether it was a joke or not, but I used to talk about
an attempt.
My life.
When social media first started hitting up, I started realizing I had a home number, a cell number, I had 2 emails, and I had 3 social media accounts where people couldn't get a hold. Had no reason to get a hold of me. Like I had a lot of ways for people not to reach out to me.
To be ignored.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's
still
really
have 2 of those phone numbers.
You don't still have a landline, do you?
Yeah, I'm not even sure because when I call
you like solicitors?
When I call it, I can't figure out which one. I don't know which one's your cell phone and which one's your home phone.
No, why do you wait? You don't know your own cell phone number?
No, I know your.
I don't have a landline.
Your landline.
Why do you still have my landline number?
There's a fucking one that one of you two is leaving a message on it.
So the point is, he's got 2 numbers. He's still confused about which one is the right number.
You turn that upside down.
I would delete your phone number.
We'll do this
after. Your home number.
You want to? Should we walk him through how?
No, I still want to call your house. I still want to call your house.
I want you to put on your glasses and then get also a magnifying glass. Also, make sure that you increase the font size on your. Are you increased font size guy yet?
It's happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I currently have gone back to regular font because I was made fun of by my wife.
Well, that's a lot, you know?
I'm 56.
I understand that, but I've seen... You don't increase your font, do you?
I don't increase, but I want to backtrack a little bit. You got bullied by your wife to change your font.
Just because she's just like...
That's all he cared about. He's like, whoa.
One of those where she's walking by and can see it from too far away, and she goes, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as you weren't doing the thing that I've never understood was you've increased the font and also you have your readers on, but you put the readers down and you're looking over your readers at the increased font. That's like a whole nother level of grandpa.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure.
I just increase it because I don't have my glasses on. Now that I have good glasses.
I do is...
and you telling me this is not great OnlyFans content, so continue.
Yeah, this fucking conversation.
Can you... I mean, it's one thing when people have another podcast to click on. But when it's a couple titties sitting next to this conversation...
We could put them in, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could
They make
right
them fake
there.
ones. You can get one of those realdoll.coms or whatever.
I don't think we have what it takes to make it on OnlyFans.
Okay.
And that's what Craig's saying,
that's a defeatist attitude, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you need a defeatist attitude in certain avenues of your life. Now, I still have confidence in Patreon.
Is that a speech your dad gave you?
That's perfectly innocent. I mean... I don't think we're OnlyFans material.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Going back to what I said before, do you guys remember Chat Roulette?
No.
Oh, you don't remember Chat Roulette?
No.
Aaron, do you know what Chat Roulette is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Chat Roulette, this is what a lot of people used to kill. Well, there was a lot of weirdos. It's like, imagine Craigslist, where people were always trying to show your penis when you were trying to buy a couch.
Yeah, right.
Right? But it was actually video. This is before most social media stuff had come out. It was this thing where you would go to this website and you kept hitting like a button and it would spin and it would be other people that are also sitting looking at their cameras.
Yeah.
And you could just stare at each other, or or sex. Not sex, but you know what I mean. Like, so it'd be like boom. It'd be us three, and we'd be laughing.
Right.
Boom, penis. Move on. Boom. 3 more people laughing. Boom, penis. You know what I mean? It was like
you did this.
Yeah, we used to do it at work all the time because it was great time filler.
Yeah.
And it kind of went away real quick. And I can't remember what app came out that kind of killed it, but it was better than just every other role was penis. Yeah.
I'm sure someone came up with another. Now this one's just penis. So
what do you
no
think,
more regular people.
What do you think happens when you? I know you guys don't look at porn, but but there's the thing that says like hot singles in your area wanna bang. What do you think happens if you press on that? Like, do you get
a virus?
Is that all that happens?
I think a virus.
No,
so you don't meet anybody in your area?
I don't know.
Steals your phone number.
I'm assuming that was. I'm assuming it's catfishing of some sort.
Okay, yeah.
Now, in the early days, you used to see that would happen. Your friends, one of our friends, remain nameless. He probably wouldn't care if I said it, but I'm not going to. Early days of Facebook, you'd get these really beautiful women be like, hey, I want to be your friend. And you're like, oh, that's weird. I didn't know like beautiful people liked me.
Yeah.
Like this is before like you didn't realize what was going on, right? It was all a setup.
Yeah.
I realized right away.
Oh, this
guy
didn't.
One.
What a fool.
This guy didn't.
What a fool.
And
whoever your goddamn friend is, what an idiot.
He is all of our
probably know him
friends,
well.
and you do. And he said that to me, and he said, I'm thinking about asking her out. She's in Santa Monica. And I said, make sure you leave your phone number with everybody and make sure there's a way to track you. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, there's a chance you might die tonight.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, this is not real.
Yeah, you're like, that's the Armenian mafia.
The odds of this being real versus you actually getting knocked out and having your wallet disappear is greater on that side.
I had a girlfriend who'd be like, yeah, this guy's going to take my pictures. I'm going over to this fucking guy.
Oh, another classic.
That I met. I'm like,
serial killer what?
Really? I'm like, really? Can you give me that address?
For money?
I'm saying like...
No, I'm saying, was she going over there? He was going to give her money?
No, she wanted her headshots taken. Like this
Just some rando.
This was honestly before,
Wow.
Now everybody's got a great camera and stuff. You can get your pictures taken. We all practically do our own headshots. But it's still a bad idea. It's still a really bad idea.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, that's a really bad idea, but who the hell wants to listen to me? You know what I mean?
Well, why didn't you just go with her like strippers do?
Because I ain't got time for that bullshit. I'm like,
he said, don't go. Exactly.
Yeah.
He did his job. He said, don't go.
Don't go. Murder.
Yeah, right?
I told her not to go.
She went and she didn't get murdered.
Yeah.
All right.
So back to penis.
I mean, today's now Ted Bundy's are like, wow, this is easier than I thought.
Right.
So
be here at 3.
I'm assuming if a general consensus in this room, this audience, is that I've never understood the idea of photographing penises and sending it to any woman would ever want to see a penis.
No, it's always been against my instincts in that, like,
100%.
I feel like you probably don't want it. I know
Probably.
that women don't feel the same way about dicks as I do about a vagina.
True.
I'd probably get interested if someone sent me that.
Sure.
For sure.
They're like, most of the time, even if they like a good old-fashioned roll in the hay,
Right.
aren't exactly infatuated with the actual object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It has a job to do, right?
Right.
Whether it's making a baby or creating pleasure,
Right.
it has its job, but no one wants to see it on a pedestal, dude.
Yeah.
No one wants to see.
Yeah.
But I only bring it up because it's still a thing.
Maybe
You would think
guys.
after a couple decades that people would be like, I wonder even then if they're like, yeah, it's good.
I don't think it's
Another
much
one.
of the thing, but there was like dick season, where like everyone was just going hog wild, like fuck it, I'm sending my dick.
Oh, when
she laughed. She laughed at a couple of my texts. I'm sending my dick. You hear about these stories?
Yeah,
I remember
early cell
I remember
phones.
being in when the iPhone was like just starting to get popular. I was in this New York bar at this mic, and all these comedians are passing around this dick pic of some guy. We all knew who it was. It was some comic. Sent it to some other comic, female comic, and now everybody's laughing at this guy's dick and looking at his fucking wart that he's got, and everyone's just like, this is so and so he sent his dick to so-and-so, and now we're laughing at his dick.
Well, he deserved that.
Yeah.
For sure, for sending that,
Yeah.
especially to a comedian.
Which goes full circle why you can't have a male OnlyFans page, because there's just nothing. There's nothing there.
There's people looking at that.
Whether we're taught, well,
Someone's looking at that.
There's a chance that there's an OnlyFans page that's just toenails. That's more viewed than fucking dicks.
Than this podcast. Let's
But
be honest.
the thing is, you don't have to choose. You know, you can look at the toenails, you can look at the dicks, all in the same hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Dudes are always just trying to slip dick. I don't get it.
Well, I don't have anything planned for this morning, and I figured we could just
Congratulations.
do some more clips.
Can do clips?
I had a busy weekend. Went to a party. Went to trivia.
Yeah,
good.
Like he had work to do.
Oh,
no, that's like harder. That's like more work for me.
I can't do all that.
Yeah, like I went to a party. It was my friend Louie had a baby shower, and it's like it's like all day.
God.
I'm to the point now where I had a great time at the party. I know you guys probably do this. I know you do this.
Well, it
I
depends on
had a
where.
great time at the party, and then I go home and then it's just like a computer like downloading. Looking for embarrassing moments. Oh, you shouldn't have said
yes.
this. Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that. And then you're just like, let's think about what you said there.
Yeah.
What could have you have said? Like this whole thing, and it's
awesome.
like just stop. I know better. I know nobody gives a fuck about what I said. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's thinking it.
Yeah.
And then it's just the same old bullshit from the same old fucking brain.
Oh yeah.
Put that on OnlyFans and make $1.
The awesome part is thinking that somebody, like, as they're getting into bed with their wife, like, wow, did you hear that thing that Matt said?
Yeah.
When we were drinking the punch, it was kind of weird, huh?
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Absolutely.
And then you have to turn around and be like, if you're upset about that, fuck you.
Right.
Right? Then you completely change your attitude.
She's more like thinking, I was worried more about the electricity bill that's about to get shut off.
Yeah, but you're worried about your friend of 20 years not liking one thing you said.
The irony of it is we spend most of our time wondering why no one gives a shit about us. Then we go to one party and we think everyone gave a shit about us. When the reality is they still don't give a fuck about you.
They don't have time to think about what you said
Have you guys,
on Saturday.
You're an interesting man, so I don't think,
Not really,
I wonder if
Come
this
on,
has ever
Greg.
happened to you. Craig and Matt and I have already kind of talked about this. Have you guys ever been in a situation where you're actually meeting someone at a party or whatever, a friend of a friend, and they introduce you, and then they walk away, and you realize this person can't wait to get the fuck out of meeting you and
Sure.
want to walk away? It's the fucking worst feeling in the world, because it's not that you can do anything wrong. They already just are not interested in anything. They don't want to hear about you. They don't want to meet you. You could even say tell an amazing story, which we're all great storytellers. They're
Please.
still not interested.
I don't tell a story to a stranger. I mean, that's the thing about a party is like I'm fine mingling, but I don't like. There's no great way out. I mean, you can say I'm gonna go get some guacamole.
Yeah.
But look, if you want to think about it too much, we all know that's like this conversation's over because I don't have anything else to say, which is totally fine. In fact, you could even say that. You know that guy from Entourage, Lloyd, the assistant to Jeremy Piven?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was in a play with that dude, and I saw him. He was like on a date, like kind of on a patio, and I started talking to him, and the conversation went on like a little too long. Like I felt it too, and I was just about to say, well, I should get going. And he just goes, all right, I don't have anything else to say to you anymore.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Wow.
I was like, I'll see you later, man. Like I totally was like, woo. Like I was thinking the same thing. And you know, I was just like,
I just wasn't going to be as rude
I
about
was
it.
just like, okay, props to you to use an old term, but I'm not sticking around to get offended. Even I'm like, see ya. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
see you later, dude.
That's what you worry is going to happen, and it happened to you.
Right.
That's the worst nightmare. If someone go, why are you still talking to me?
The best comeback would have been like, I already wanted to leave. You're a second-rate actor.
But
You're
it's
never
not-
going to work again.
I didn't have like I couldn't enjoy his success. You know, because he then went on to the Entourage.
Yeah,
success.
and that was it, though. But that's it.
But that's it.
No, I knew,
was
but
20 years
at
ago.
that moment...
I'm going to be a dick, but it's 20 years
at that
ago.
moment,
At that
he
moment, I
hadn't done
couldn't root
anything?
for him. Otherwise, I would have been rooting for him. Do you understand?
Right.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh,
I couldn't root
inside,
for
I
him.
already know you're a prick.
I was really surprised by that behavior.
Yeah. Now let's get back to the fact this play
Yeah.
that you were in. You were in a play, okay?
Yeah, I was. So when I was in, I started working at that movie theater, Sunset 5. And then I was in this indie movie called Hollywood 5 about that. I just got like hired to basically play myself or whatever, or somebody cooler than myself. And there was this guy in there, the best actor, the only trained actor in the movie was a guy that was asleep. His character was asleep the whole movie. He's in the movie.
The only actor. That's awesome.
He's in Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
He's one of the Vietnamese people that captures Ben Stiller.
Okay.
And then he is really serious about acting, and he was somebody that saw my acting and knew I was untrained, but he liked what I was doing, and he was like, I want you to be in this play.
Okay.
And it was just the opening play, thank God. It was just like this 8-minute play.
Wait, there's a play before a play?
Yeah, this was a play before a play. I don't know acting culture. I did it. I said, sure, I'll do it.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard
And
of
it
that.
was
This is amazing.
Me and that guy
I
Rex.
couldn't imagine being bored twice.
It was me and that guy Rex from Entourage and a woman I've never seen since. And it was like a tough experience. Like,
I bet.
You know, a play, like you gotta like.
How long was your play?
It was like just the three of us like this talking, but we're supposed to be these cool people at a coffee shop in New York. And
That's what I hate about acting.
And it was like, you know how it is. Like, I'm at this live show acting,
Right.
and I start daydreaming. And I'm like, where the fuck are we in this thing?
Right.
And it's really fucking terrifying because it's not like stand up where you can just be like, what the fuck was I talking about?
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You can't regroup. And other people are going. I mean, I kept up, but it was.
Was it an improv-y thing?
No, it wasn't an improv thing. If it was an improv thing, it'd be fine. There's set lines.
Right.
It's a
And
play.
you faded?
Huh?
You faded and found your way back in?
I made it back in, but I had a fucking panic up there on stage for sure.
Because 8 minutes probably doesn't seem like a lot for stand up, but if you lose, if your everything is had to be memorized and you're working with other people, that probably could be a lifetime.
And it's like an Alan Sorkin thing where it's like quick.
Oh,
I'm like,
fucking back and
fuck.
forth,
Yeah.
fake talking.
Yeah, no one ever talks
See,
like that.
I hate his fucking shit. Everybody talks about Sorkin.
There you go,
here we go.
He's so brilliant.
This will
right?
blow us up,
He's
yeah.
so brilliant. Yeah, he's so brilliant. He writes conversations nobody would have. Nobody fucking talks like that. Nobody.
There are lots of people do that.
The fuck they do. They don't use those kind of words. And the people that do are so sophisticated. I'm like, you're not even talking about shit that matters.
That Steve Jobs movie was insufferable. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was
saw it. I don't
insufferable.
remember it.
All
I
those
don't
kind of
remember
people
it.
are insufferable.
It was
in
just
real
too
life.
much. It was just. It was a writer and actor's jizz dream, and you're just like,
Yeah,
all right, who's-
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the majority of stuff that's successful probably doesn't. It's like on average probably gets 5 out of 10 stars because it's normal. Right? Not everybody's trying to. When you start going down the path of trying to win an award or trying
Yes.
to outsmart everybody in the
Yes.
room, I think that it's fine. That there's a space for that.
Sure.
But don't be surprised when people don't react the way you thought they were going to, because it's like it's too much work.
Are you talking about my stand-up?
Back
Flagged.
to your stand-up.
Flagged.
No, it's for me. It's just I don't like those movies where it's like a bunch of actors in a room, and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
for fucking an hour and a half, we're all gonna fucking talk and be the smartest fucking guy ever. Fuck this movie.
Any movie that's
Glenn
like.
Glarigan, Ross. Fuck that shit. I'm not watching that.
I'm assuming
shit.
that means you didn't watch My Dinner with Andre.
Fuck no.
There's anytime I see a movie,
Yawn.
phone booth, I was like, oh, he's in the phone booth the whole fucking time? Not happening.
Thanks.
There was that one where the guy that played Bane was in a car the whole time. Like,
No.
if it's
I
like
saw that
one,
one.
I can't do it. Like, it's
Just not.
just.
I'm not into it.
I need a lot of things happening.
Really?
I'm not saying that those were like super smart movies. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's like you've already lost me at it's a one-man show.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I can get into that shit.
Okay. And I said
can
there's
get
a room
into
for
that
it.
shit.
There's room for everything. I'm not into it.
Yeah, and I know you guys are clearly not into it. Passionately not into it.
Now, on the flip side, I'll watch some crazy movie where there's absolutely, which will drive my wife bonkers, that there's no fucking point to it whatsoever. It's just people living their lives and they're interacting
What
with
are you
people
talking
and
about?
just
This is like
a lot of like
social roulette.
No,
for
a lot
your
of
TV?
yeah, exactly. A lot of like French films and shit like that back in the day.
Sure,
It just seems like dudes that are just showing up and like something's happening, but you're not quite sure.
Sure.
Like I'm not. It seems a little bit rudderless. It probably has a point, but that doesn't freak me out. I'm totally
I love
okay
that
with
shit.
that.
Yeah,
I'll watch that because it's French or it's
Right.
English or it's Australian because it's not like
Or
my
Repo Man.
world.
What the fuck was the point of Repo Man?
Repo Man. Are you kidding me? That's a whole other
No,
game.
But my
dude.
point is, a lot of people go in and go, I don't know what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
why
like,
it's-
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a lot of weird shit.
A lot of weird shit.
Well, you read my script. It's a bunch of weird shit. I love a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I the first time I watched Repo Man, I watched it in my adult life, and I really loved it. And then the second half, I'm like, but what the fuck happened? But once you get that out of the way,
Yeah.
when you're not trying to figure out the movie
Right.
anymore, then it's just beautiful. Then it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
And the vibe is right, man. It's fucking downtown LA
Yes.
in the 80s.
Yes.
And you get it.
Yep.
Is it
You
Harry
totally
Dean
get it.
Stanton?
He is,
I
yeah.
mean, that guy.
Yeah, he
I don't
made a
care
lot of
what
weird
he's
shit,
in.
yeah.
He's fucking great.
But there's
You ever
tons of
seen-
punk rock in
Yeah,
that.
the
and
soundtrack,
everything.
yeah, the whole
soundtrack
thing.
is off
Yeah.
the charts.
Repo Man was seen as like the punk rock alternative to like Risky Business
Yeah,
or
right.
like or
Right.
like all the John Hughes movies of the 80s. It
Yeah.
was the exact opposite.
Where everyone's a pussy.
Right, yeah.
Right. It's the exact opposite.
Well,
of
everyone was
that.
wearing sweaters, you
And a
know, and
pussy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And docksiders.
They all went to schools I never got to go to. I would watch those. I love those movies, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd always be like, oh, this is what people at fucking West High, this is how they're like.
Well, I mean, look at the library alone from the Breakfast
Yeah.
Club. You know, they had a radio
Holy
station in there.
Shit. Yeah, and then
Get
that's
it.
when you realize, like, none of this is real.
Yeah.
They're out of college or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Or maybe just other people have better lives.
No, some people have better lives. Some
lot
people
of
have
people have
better
better
public
lives.
schools for
So
sure.
what are you brought it up the other day, which by the way it showed up in my feed, a scene from Thrashin, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Some dudes like did some crazy skateboard trick off of a wall. I didn't know what. At first I was like, oh, I'm going to send this to Matt, and then at the back end of it, it was like Thrashin. I had never seen that movie.
You can still send it to me.
I did. I sent it
Thrashin'.
to you on Facebook.
So
but,
Thrashin' is a movie. It's a kind of a contrived movie about rival gangs and skateboarding.
but would that be
in the
considered in the
80s?
Repo Man like the alternative to?
No. Because Repo Man was fantastical, but it still got the vibe right. So, you know, they didn't cover the punk rock scene accurately, but it had that vibe.
Yeah. Right.
It was like the filmmaker was punk rock. Thrashin' was some outsiders getting it wrong.
Thrashing is when a studio decides,
Right.
we're going to make a skateboard movie.
So the upside of Thrashin' is they have the second unit director is Stacy Peralta.
Doing all the tricks.
Who is, filming all the skateboarding.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've got that going for you, and you've got all the major pros doing all the stunt work. And you have contest footage and stuff like that. But as far as the plot, it's ridiculous. It's
yeah.
about violence towards two rival skateboard gangs, the Valley versus Venice Beach, where there is a little bit of that. But mostly back then, people was like, if you skate, it was like not enough people skated. So
Right.
you would make friends with people who skated. And you'd say, hey, check out these valley spots. And they'd be like, hey, check out these beach spots.
Well-
it wasn't like that. There's a little bit of rivalry.
In LA.
But no, there's a little bit, but not like this movie.
No, definitely not like the movie.
And if they were going to fight, it wasn't going to be on skateboards.
No.
With fucking medieval weapons.
Yeah.
right.
You're not skating down the
So
street
they're not
like,
mixing it.
cha.
They're not mixing
So
it.
what's
Yeah.
considered another alternative 80s movie, teen movie that would not be part of the mainstream John Hughes kind of world that you guys were digging?
I can't think of that.
I mean, I watched movies like Christine F., which is not, it's a fucking most depressing movie you'll probably ever see. But that's the movie where I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to do heroin.
Yeah.
Like Christine F. is just this beautiful girl. I want to say they're in Germany, riding they call it the Zoo, which is their subway.
Yeah.
They're all junkies, or she becomes a junkie during this film. They're going to see David Bowie. This is all this movie's about.
Okay.
These young people.
Wait, legitimately going to see David Bowie. David Bowie's not a character in it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's David Bowie in the movie.
okay, all right.
And there's no the only thing you see of David Bowie, I don't even know if they show him playing, but they're at a concert and you can hear his music in the back.
So they couldn't actually afford to get David Bowie.
Well, it's
Probably or
also-
probably not.
It also takes place in the past, I'm assuming.
Oh, this is in the early 80s.
The movie is in
Yeah.
the 80s, but are they going to see
like 1970s
80s Bowie, or are they
No.
going to see 70s Bowie?
It's a current film at that
Okay,
time.
all right.
So it's probably 82, 83.
Right.
And all these kids, they start doing heroin. This Christine F., you just literally see her life take a shit
Yeah.
during this movie because of heroin. Because, like Train Spotting, any of those heroin
Right,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah. The other movie you're talking about, Suburbia.
Yeah.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
That's the movie you're talking about. That's a punk rock.
Sure. Yeah, that's a
Penelope
movie.
Spheres made that movie.
Is she the one that made the decline of Western civilization?
Yes.
Okay. And so that's a
Yes.
documentary about several gutter punk or, in one case, glam metal sunset.
She does
strip.
the metal years, which is pretty great.
Awesome.
It's pretty great.
It's
highly
fantastic.
recommended.
That's the one everybody talks about. And
Yeah, 'cause it's
everybody
so
talks about
ridiculous.
This guy, Blackie Lawless from the band Wasp, just guzzling vodka.
That's
in his
actually the
pool.
guitarist. I can't
Okay.
remember his name.
Okay.
He died. Yeah, that
Okay,
guy
sure.
fucking
Well, that
drank
would make
himself to
sense
death.
based on what he just
And
described.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, it gets even more ridiculous when his mom is just there for some reason.
Right.
She's like, I wish you wouldn't drink like this. And, he's just
And that's it.
he's just
That's as far as it
like
goes.
she's living in his house or
Yeah.
whatever he bought
Oh,
with
man.
the Wasp money.
Do you remember the first time you saw Mad Max?
The movie?
Yeah. I mean, that movie, like, initially, you're like, what the that's another one. Like, now people don't really understand it because it's been so overdone.
I've always been like,
But that movie was like, oh, really?
Yes.
But the first time you see that movie, because it's obviously, it's an Australian film. It's out of the...
one. It's another one I saw when I was older. And
Oh,
so
you
I was
didn't see
just
it
like,
earlier?
Yeah, it was way beyond Thunderdome. It was like, okay,
okay.
now it's 2001, and I'm gonna watch Mad Max.
you missed out.
It's just not the same thing.
Yeah, once you said
Right.
Beyond the Thunderdome, when it's like when Tina Turner's
Yeah.
singing songs
after the-
with children that are like Ewoks.
Well,
it's
so
not-
you watch not Mad Max, the very first movie.
Oh.
Before the Road Warrior, is it Mad Max?
Is it Mad Max or Road Warrior?
Where he's a cop? Road Warrior, I want to say, is the second one.
I think it's the other way
Correct.
around.
No, you're right.
Craig's right.
You're right.
Craig's right. We have word that Craig is
Wait,
right.
which one's the first one?
Oh,
Mad Max.
Mad
Mad
Max,
Max
yeah.
is the-
okay.
Then
So
Road
Mad
Warriors too.
Max,
Yeah.
young Mel Gibson.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Right, and his partner gets killed, and the cops are kind of they're a gang, but they're on the side of the law, I guess. And the other guys are just stealing gas.
It's just a whole different style of filmmaking that I think a lot of people
And I
either
love it.
Isn't
Yeah,
he just
it's
hiding?
raw.
Isn't he hiding in the woods for like the last half hour? or
Him
something?
and his girlfriend, they go to like their cabin or whatever, it's supposed to be their weekend getaway. She gets raped and murdered, probably. She's definitely murdered. And then he goes on a killing spree.
That sounds about. Well, that would have been late '70s. Then that would have been
Way
goes
better
back to
than
what we were
Death
talking
Wish.
about. It is
Yeah.
same
Way
concept.
better.
Which is very interesting. There was like this whole transition towards like, listen, before we start this movie, we need to rape and kill a woman in order
Yeah.
to get this ball rolling.
That's what-
okay.
that's-
that would seem to be a very common theme.
You need to know that you hate this bad guy.
Yeah.
And
Right.
this is how
And
we're
there's
gonna-
only
this is
one
how
way
we're
we
gonna
can
make
do
you
it.
hate him.
We need
Right,
to rape and
it's
kill
the
women.
easiest way for people to go get them, burn them all.
When they could just show somebody eating at McDonald's and leave their trash on the table and get up and walk out, you'd be like, I
Something
hate this
similar.
motherfucker.
That'd be great
It
if the
doesn't
guy-
have to get that extreme.
The guy at the other table just starts shaking like, "Ooh, fucking litter bugs, man.
But imagine being an actress back during that time of like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get some acting roles. I've really
Yeah.
been training hard. And they're like, all right, you got this gig here. What's gonna happen?
Gig. What
We're
about the
gonna-
audition? You gotta go in there and be a victim for a fucking 5
So
minutes.
fucking
Or
bad.
better yet,
Yeah.
those first two
It's so
pages,
bad.
they're like, oh, okay, cool. Deep conversation in the kitchen. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
so
talking
bad.
about the kid. All right, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. Showing my mom's side, my caring side. Kiss my husband off. He goes to work. Looks good. Looks good. 3 guys break into place, kill the baby, and rape and murder me. Oh, okay, cool. I'm out by page
right.
4. All right.
That should pay my SAG dues right there.
So there it is. Yeah.
It's so
There
bad.
it is.
It's so bad.
It's
And it's only gotten worse.
You think?
I mean, not as far as female roles, but, you know, I mean, I think everybody's having a hard time making a living right now.
Oh, that. Yeah. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Except for Craig. Craig's doing really well.
Craig
Currently.
is working.
can't complain.
Good for you, man.
Somebody's got to work.
I mean, I spent a 2.5 weeks in Malibu, mentally exhausting.
Sure.
But yeah, it was. I called it the bikini movie because it was just literally these young actors in bikinis for a week, 2 weeks while they're filming. I'm like, they don't have any other outfits?
So certain things don't change when it comes to making.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they worked longer than the woman from Death Wish 3.
That's true.
Fair enough.
None of them got murdered
Fair enough.
by page 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, on the way over here, and this is what I wanted to ask you guys about drugs.
Yeah.
We're gonna get flagged on YouTube if you talk about this.
I'm not pro or
I like
anti-drug.
rugs.
Life lug, yeah.
Rugs are great.
This is what I think, and we're in a very interesting time where like there's a line in the sand between two different types of people and ideologies, right? And what I find fascinating is when you actually look back at the history of entertainment and music, basically drugs is what gives us some of the greatest music.
Yeah.
And entertainment we've ever had.
Yeah.
But the people that listen to it are so anti that stuff and consider anybody that does that basically Satan or losers. And it's just like, yeah, but where's is that line just all of a sudden blurred? They don't want to pay attention because there's been some great music that we all know.
Sure.
And great movies. When you watch them, you go, there's no way they weren't on drugs when they fucking came up with this idea.
They say they hate Hollywood, even though they watch it.
But they consume the fuck out of it.
Right. And B, they also have religious leaders and political leaders who constantly are in trouble for all kinds of sex crimes, but they can disassociate. They're good at disassociating and sticking with what they believe.
Right.
Right? Whereas another person might look at things and be like, well, this changes the way I see it. But check me watching a Woody Allen movie. I think the guy's kind of disgusting. I love his movies, so I don't know what to tell you.
It's different, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, it is different, but you're also not. I don't know. I mean, I think your approach to how you judge.
Well,
the entertainment as a whole.
Well, it's like the people that two guys just got dragged out of a Circle Jerks concert because they were wearing MAGA hats, and they called Keith Morris. They said, "You're a traitor." And he just stopped and he goes, dude, I don't think you've ever listened to our music, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck you think this is? And then the people were just like, fuck you.
To who?
To those two guys.
Oh, to the guys, not
They're
to the
like,
band.
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here, you skinheads.
It wasn't violent. They just basically were like outnumbered.
Well, that's like the people that are surprised about Rage Against the Machine. It's
That's
like,
the best.
They better not get political. Like, well, I don't mean to surprise you.
How about when Green Day played the Super Bowl and the news was like, they didn't get political? It's like, they played American Idiot.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And, to your people that made those albums, the drugs they were on.
Oh, the Beatles, right?
Well, they were already great musicians.
Yeah,
Lou Reed.
Absolutely.
But heroin did help.
Or psychedelics. Look at the 70s. Look at commercials in the 70s. Listen to some of the music in the 70s. Just the influence, you definitely can tell.
Yes.
And then,
that people were experimenting with psychedelics before, and then they put that on the screen or in their music.
And then you've got the cocaine early 80s, right? And so there's
sounds great.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ideas.
Shit that people said yes to.
With high production value.
Yeah.
That made no sense, you telling on?
I think that's safe to say.
What was that Michael J. Fox movie where he was totally jacked up on?
To My Success?
No, the one where he was jacked
Bright
up
Lights,
on coke.
Big City.
Yeah. He was a musician in that one? Hooked on coke, or was he a Wall Street guy?
I didn't see
the first one I said he's a musician.
Bright Lights, Big City.
And I haven't seen either of these movies, by the way.
Secret of My Success is very funny.
Okay.
I don't think that's the cocaine one. I think that's just a straight comedy.
I think everything's a cocaine one.
In the 80s, everything was a cocaine
Pretty
thing?
much everybody was on cocaine.
Yeah.
It would. You know what? If that is the case, it would explain why a lot of people, a lot of creative people's hearts exploded like 20 years after the 80s. You go, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
On Blues Brothers, they had a guy that was just a cocaine guy, right?
Yeah. I mean,
there was always cocaine on the set. There was
cocaine
a
guy.
cocaine department.
There was a guy we worked with on set, and he goes, there's always some old guy that'll come on and everybody gets excited and they're like, oh, this guy's worked on everything.
He's like the old guy in Jaws talking about the sharks or whatever.
And so he comes up and he goes, well, when we were doing Blues Brothers, and you just hear it get quiet, like people putting down screwdrivers and like leaning in, and he goes, they had a cocaine budget of $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, $10,000? He goes, yeah, that's 80s money.
Uh-huh.
So you're like,
you're trying to do the numbers.
Times that. Yeah, that's like $100,000 now, dude. You're just like, wow.
Yeah, you think Coneheads had that kind of cocaine budget? I don't think so, man.
Dude, John Belushi would just disappear.
See, I was about to bring that up. That is so unacceptable nowadays.
Oh, my God.
Well, killed him.
Well,
no.
yeah, I killed him, but he would just be like, all right, call times at 8 a.m. Well, I'll be in fucking Schaumburg. You know, try and find me.
Yeah.
You know,
There was
the people
something
had to
about
try
that.
and find him.
He would just go take a nap in the neighborhood, and people...
If you're lucky, he was stationary like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, people loved him.
He could just walk into, especially in Chicago.
Yeah, just go
he
into
could
someone's
just walk
house.
into anybody's house. They'd have him in. They were so proud of him.
Yeah.
Same thing with Chris Farley.
yeah.
Ultimately, that kind of like everybody loves you thing ultimately
Yeah.
kills him, right? Like that's
yes.
the problem.
No one's going to tell you to chill out.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you're... Yeah. Yeah.
No, because you're entertainment.
That and everybody gives you cocaine,
Yeah.
everybody gives you drugs. Like John Belushi had a guy that followed him around just knocking cocaine out of people's hands. Hey, John, get the fuck out
He was a
of here.
slapper.
He would,
That was his job.
Or John would get it and like try and sneak it and to be like, op, give it up.
I'm surprised it was that evolved. Like it's a fairly new culture, the cocaine in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, people really did have to die before they could
Yeah.
figure out that it is lethal, because I saw some kind of disco documentary on VH1 and they showed newspaper articles like this relatively harmless drug. There was articles about the cocaine
Right.
scene, and they would kind of endorse it in a way like the way people talk about weed now, like, oh, it's not dangerous. It's popular and it's
Right.
not dangerous. But people obviously die off the shit. And this is before we're mixing in fentanyl and everything.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
Now it's just, I don't know how you can possibly do that shit.
My dad said, he said, well, we didn't know about cocaine psychosis. I'm like, yeah, until you were like in the middle of it.
Yeah. But you don't know you're crazy when you're crazy.
Sure. Yeah,
You know?
there's that. Yeah.
Right? You can't be like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Okay, now I can stop being crazy. When
Right.
you lose your mind, you lose your mind.
Right.
And you got to go through it to the other side.
Right.
The only two things I remember from the 80s, because as you guys like to make fun of me, I'm pretty straight-laced. One was
No, that's great.
the initial introduction of Space Invaders video games. That was the first thing where a huge chunk of people that were outside disappeared. You never saw them outside
Sure.
again.
For sure.
The other one was cocaine. A lot of my high school friends spent the rest of their lives in fucking basements doing blow, and they also disappeared. They stopped
Yeah.
interacting.
Right.
Those are the two big things I remember from the 80s that like basically people were like, bye, and just fucking gone.
Well, they just stopped interacting with you.
Correct, because I didn't do it. I'm saying
Yeah.
that I was not a part of that
Right.
scene, so I never saw him again.
I
Well,
can't
lucky you.
imagine.
Lucky you.
It's like doing coke in a basement thing. To me, the whole point is to be at Studio 54 and having a great time.
Not in Racine, Wisconsin.
Not-
there is
yeah.
no Studio
I
54
know,
in
that's
Racine,
what I'm
Wisconsin.
saying.
Look, not when you got a lot of cocaine. You do not want to share that shit.
You wanna
Yeah,
hoard it?
that's part. Yeah,
I can't imagine being at a nightclub like, no, fuck that. That's not interested.
I'm gonna go ride this horse, Craig. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, me and my buddy, we would be like, he'd be like, the guy would come in the door and he'd be like, oh shit, Finn's here. And I'd be like, oh, I haven't seen Finn in a minute. And you'd see like 4 or 5 people go bing, because Finn has cocaine all the time. And Mike would just go, hey, you want to, yeah, let's get some coke and bounce. We'd leave. 30 minutes later, there's a knock on Mike's door. 2 other people that were at that party, they're like, hey, I don't mean to bother you, but we need a place to store some of this coke. And we're like, come on in.
Store it up my nose.
Yeah, it's a fucking cocaine party.
Fucking coke.
Fucking coke. Brought people together. Brought people
Have a coke and a smile.
Yeah.
Now it's bringing people to heaven.
Yeah, no, we lost a couple soldiers. You bet, dude.
No, I'm talking about what he's talking about. This whole like that's why I thankfully my kids don't.
No,
do
I
drugs,
mean,
but the
a
whole
couple of-
fentanyl, cutting shit with fentanyl.
Oh, yeah, my buddy's fucking nephew.
Does anyone understand why they do this? Because the customer dies.
It's
cheaper.
cheap.
Is that what it is?
It's cheap.
And they don't-
Not everybody dies.
Okay.
You know, it's a roll of the dice. Like,
Right.
like I was saying, my buddy's nephew, him and his friend, they took Oxycontin that had fentanyl in it,
Yeah.
and the friend was fine, but his nephew just fucking dropped.
Uh-huh.
And because his friend didn't know how to fucking bring him back, he
Yeah.
died.
Okay.
So not everybody, it doesn't affect everybody the same way.
The big thing is now they're starting to hand out those kits.
Test kits.
Not the test, not even the test kits. There's
Oh.
other thing that whatever you get when someone ODs.
that brings them back.
It's a very, which is fine. I mean, I guess you kind of got to do that.
Narcan.
They advertise it like, hey, everyone on earth should have this stuff.
It's because of your nose. I
In
think it's the
case
nose
you
thing.
find somebody who's overdosed.
Correct.
Which
Yeah.
is a wild thing. I mean, I think that's a cool message, but on the other hand, like I already got my keys, my car keys,
Oh, okay.
my
Where's my
license,
Narcan?
my wallet, my phone.
Yeah.
It's like, and these drugs in case some strangers.
Now I have to be a fucking hero.
Yeah.
I don't even carry my own damn EpiPen. I have an allergy that
See?
I could die if I have a shellfish.
Well, Aaron, start carrying it. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
I know.
yeah. Clearly, we know Matt
damn
does
bad.
not volunteer to sit in the door seat and on the airplane because this is a lot of responsibility.
Now I got to bring an EpiPen because of this guy.
And this might not be one of my best moments.
Please tell me you didn't let someone die.
Let's put it on tape.
Okay.
They're all alive.
Okay.
They're all
Okay,
alive.
all right.
This is at a corn show. I probably talked about this. Me and Mrs. K here. We are at this show, and his neighbor comes, and his neighbor is a person that gets you off of drugs.
Okay.
And they had this method where you come in on a Friday, they knock you out like you're asleep.
Wait, they punch you?
No,
Oh.
they fucking medically knock you out for like 3 days so that you kick while you're asleep.
Weird.
I know, that's how rich people do it.
Yeah.
They don't suffer. And then you come out and you're sober, you've kicked, and now you just need to stay sober.
Okay.
So this guy gets the VIP, and
Yeah.
decides, and he's a doctor, so he brings his own shit. He
Yeah.
knows what he's bringing. Well, now he's hanging out with us and wants to do some street drugs.
Uh-huh.
He takes it too far, and even me, I'm like, pump the brakes home,
Right,
homie.
right.
If this ain't your normal route,
Yeah.
you need to chill out.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy just suddenly drops.
Oh, yeah?
And my buddy Gary, he brings this up all the time. He's my favorite hangout with Craig and Karen is when that doctor dropped. He goes, you guys didn't even look at each other. He goes, at the same time, you both whoop, turned around, walked away. He said, I watched you walk about 30 feet, act like you knew this other crowd of people, and just watched what was happening from afar.
Nobody called 911 or anything?
Those people that were there, they all handled that
Yeah,
shit.
okay, yeah.
Me and Karen, we're just like, I got drugs on me.
Right.
Fuck that.
I mean, ultimately, what could you possibly have done?
Yeah, I wasn't going to give
I'm waiting to laugh.
CPR.
Did the guy live?
He did.
Fuck him, man.
Fucking idiot. No,
Yeah.
they got him up. But yeah, it took a minute.
It's interesting how far people are willing to push themselves to the limits of like almost death and sometimes death. It's like it's crazy.
Sometimes
to me.
death.
I guess that part of it is you're wired to be a little bit too addictive though too. You can't control yourself. To where some people have an off switch. Like,
It
it's a
also
wrap.
has something to do with getting away with it. Oh, I did it and I got away with it. I'll do a little bit more. Oh, I got away with it. And you just push it and push it and push it. And next thing you know, you're in the hospital. And, you might not even still have learned your lesson.
right.
Oh, I'll just do less.
Yeah.
And then you do the same thing all over again.
I got lucky. I one time I did cocaine when I was on acid. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was having a heart attack or something.
Right.
Probably were, but something.
Instead of like, I need help, I just was like, I'm going to go lay down.
Right.
And I just walked away. And the guy, he left. He got the fuck out of there real quick.
Again, didn't want to be responsive.
Get his shit and get the fuck
It'd be
out
funny
of
if
here.
Karen walked away too, like, just like the fucking, just like the concert.
Like, no, I don't know that guy. Your last name's the same. Nah, it's a different.
I don't think so.
Different Coleman.
That's the one thing I'll never understand. Like I think I told you guys the thing like I tell my kids like there's that you start drinking, you hit the buzz, that's when you stop. There is nothing good after the buzz.
Yeah.
It's all downhill.
Good luck.
And I'm listening to you exactly. But
Yeah.
at least it's micro making your life miserable. You're talking about the fact that you're on acid and you're like, you know what would go good with this acid right now? Cocaine. And I'm like,
Well, he got cocky. He knows he can do
But
both.
still,
He thinks he can do them both at the same time.
Right.
Well, no, it's this thing where it's like
they're both extreme drugs though.
It's like, but it's also like, I'm gonna wait till I'm extremely fucked up to make a smart decision. No,
Exactly.
Right.
No, it's the same in both scenarios.
But
it's like, as soon as I get this buzz, I'm gonna quit drinking. Wrong. The buzz makes you not care about it anymore.
yeah, it's like people that do a little bump of cocaine just because they're drunk. Well, I got to get home or whatever. A little bump of cocaine will get you right.
Again, don't know what you're talking about. It makes no sense logically, but continue.
So like with me and that, like I've done speed and then did acid, but like
Again,
the acid takes over. everything else just kind of gets pushed to the side, and then once the acid starts wearing off, then the other shit will come back. And I thought the cocaine was the same thing, but cocaine's like, I'm cocaine.
I'm the star, baby.
Yeah, I'm now, baby.
Look at me.
Yeah, exactly. So, lesson learned.
I'm Mr. Saturday Night.
Right, lesson learned. It was
Let's hope you make it to Sunday
I don't
morning.
understand any of this.
Yeah, no.
No, you're better, smarter, better, yeah.
No, I'm not
I was always
smarter.
afraid of all those drugs.
As you should be.
I'm just listening to you, and you're saying it with such conviction, based on you're going back in time.
Sure.
And you're saying in conviction, like, here's what we need to do, right? You're like, we need to get home. I know, but we're a little bit messed up right now. That's why we need a little bit of cocaine to get us home. You know what? Dude's right. We need a little bit of cocaine to get us home. And someone agreed, whether that's a voice in your head or someone next to you. It's just fascinating to me.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's obviously a bad idea.
I hear young people.
But it makes you laugh.
I work with young people now.
Yeah.
That'll say that because I'll make a cocaine joke and they go, "Oh man, you ain't kidding," and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you." I didn't know you danced with the devil. And he's like, yeah, you had a few drinks,
Right.
But to get through the rest of the evening, do a couple little bumps. I'm all,
right.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. 2 bumps equals an 8 ball.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Right.
It's where it goes.
It's like talking to a doctor. Yeah, I drink about 2 drinks a week, doc.
Yeah. Well, you guys will make fun of me for this, but I was working out with this trainer, or at least he called himself a trainer.
Sure.
And while he had this thing where like you get on the exercise bike and you're also kind of like doing light weights.
Okay.
But before he had me do it, he's like, take one of these pills. It really helps your workout.
Oh man.
This is amphetamines before everybody knew about the amphetamine. So
what year was it?
it was before I moved out here, so about 99.
Okay.
Right. So
I love how we're finding bits and pieces about your first marriage.
No, but my marriage is over at this point.
Okay.
That's why I was working out.
So now I'm popping drugs.
This is why I was working out.
Working out and taking
phase
drugs.
Phase 2.
Oh, yeah, I know this phase.
2.
Yeah, let's get into
this is
speed.
when you guys met me.
Right.
So anyway, I don't know. This guy's like, no, this is good for workouts. I'm like, well, you're a trainer. No one would give a trainer a drug, a drug that he couldn't prescribe because trainers are doctors.
Yeah, they're good people. They're good, smart people.
So I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, you're right, dude. I feel great.
I'm fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
Fuck the car. I'm walking home.
And he's like, you know what I'm talking about? I go, I do. This is, I'm like, these workouts are
better than a Celsius. That's for sure.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
You're like, I can see the colors and I can fucking.
And, of course, I didn't realize what he was doing was like, so, what you need to do is buy a bottle, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
And just
First
use
one's
these
free,
to go.
baby.
Yeah. And so did you buy a bottle? And
I did.
Now you're a meth.
But after,
I did.
And you ended up in Alaska? Is that what happened?
How do you think Craig and I know each other?
Hey, man, I fucking need to take a nap. Who told
Craig stared out the window? I worked out behind him.
Who told you finally, like, yeah, dude, this is speed?
So in my world, because back then I was working in the music business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So all it took was just one musician to be like, bro, just so you know, this is basically
speed.
fucking speed. That you're
What was
taking.
it? Crosstops? Legal
I
crosstops?
have no fucking idea what it was, but all I know is it fucking.
A musician got a hold of it?
No, they saw what I was taking.
Who's
they?
they?
Were like,
They were like,
Huh?
hey, Brian.
Who is they?
one of the bands that I was working with.
yeah.
I don't remember who it was specifically,
Because
but they were just like,
you're the good,
they probably saw the
normal
pills.
guy.
I probably, because I was like,
No,
these
I'll
pills,
tell
just
you
put them
why.
right here on my desk, and they're like, what the fuck?
They're like, this is how we wrote Death Slammer, baby, in 3 hours.
I can tell you why. You thought you were normal.
Yeah.
But you're coming in, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
I got ideas.
Yeah.
We'll fucking mix it.
Let me sing on this one.
And you're talking, and the dude's just like, the fuck? Hey, Brian. Yeah, dude, you need to stop taking these.
It just says crystal meth.
Oh, I thought it was the band.
No, it's not meth. It's spelled with an E at the end. Methe. Methe? No.
Yeah, this is safe.
I did have.
My trainer gave it to me.
I did have.
And where's Brian's trainer now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking. I'm not answering his fucking door anymore.
Yeah.
Why is there police over at my trainer's place?
Yeah, he's doing 25.
Yeah, Huck informed me that one time he and I were out doing pitches somewhere, and I was really amped at all the pitch meetings.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, man, why are you like?" He goes, "I appreciate the energy, but like, what's up?" I go, "What do you mean, what's up?" He goes, I've done drugs in my life. Something's. Are you doing drugs?" And I go, "No, I'm not doing drugs." He goes, "No. Just, are you taking
What are you
anything?"
doing? Yeah,
And I go, well, I had some teeth problems, so I had some Percocet, and I was drinking like Americanos.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you just made a fucking speedball.
Speedball.
And I was like, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, you're so fucking jacked up. And I go, yeah, but I'm feeling good. I'm warm.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, you're also out of your fucking mind.
How are the pitches going?
I'm warm.
I don't know. We didn't get anything.
That's
I can tell you
awesome.
that.
They're all Coke boy and
Fist bump,
fucking,
fist bump, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. We already fist bumped. Fist bump again, fist bump again. No more fist bumps. It's been 15 minutes of fist bumping. We need to stop.
I'm excited. We're excited. We're excited about this project. Yeah, it's your project.
Good point. Fist bump, fist bump.
That's so funny, dude.
Immediately he's like, stop.
It's like when normal people get loaded.
On
it's
accident,
just like,
yeah.
whoa, what's going on with B-Dog over here?
And so, like, John waited till like the end of all the pitch meetings to be like, "Hey, man, I think we
need to talk.
You fucked that up.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with you, dude.
And can I have some?"
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about Adderall because they were talking about doing Adderall.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, Adderall. And then I asked him, I go, is Adderall speed? And he just looked at me and goes, yeah, 100%.
Is that the stuff they give people that have ADHD or something like that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to have the reverse effect.
Yes.
Well, it just keeps you focused on one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you don't have that, you're like,
But I still think it keeps you focused on one thing. Like, I'm going to clean the house.
yeah, I'm gonna paint the car that doesn't need to be painted.
Yeah. There's this movie, Limitless. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
I love that movie. My favorite part of the movie is he takes the drug and he cleans his apartment and writes a book. And you can end the movie right there. I'm
Yeah.
like, that is the dream. That is the dream right there. Forget the part where he starts making money and all this stuff. I'm like, he cleaned his apartment and he wrote a book.
Nailed it.
All in one day. I'm
job.
like, this is a great movie.
Let's
you
market
know?
this.
I love that.
Yeah.
With or without drugs, we all have moments in our lives where we're like, you know what, dude? I can't take it anymore. I'm cleaning the fucking apartment. Drop everything. I'm cleaning the apartment. It's like, I think Louis C.K. had a joke about how you see, every once in a while you see somebody running with jeans on. Because they're like, you know what? I can't fucking take it anymore. I got to start exercising right now. Because you do see that, right? And you're like, what is that shit?
I remember one of my first times in LA.
Now that's just RFK.
Exactly. Shirt
Kid
off, though.
Rock.
Shirt off. It's very
Kid Rock.
important.
I remember first time when I was living in LA, I'm like, 18, 19, and I'm with the LAPD corn guys, and we're driving up the Griffith Observatory. It's in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
We're driving down. There's this guy running up the hill, shirt, like hat, button-up shirt, slacks, shiny shoes, shirt's ripped open, blood on his shirt. And like, frantically running up the hill. I'm the only one in the car who even batted an eye. And I just kind of, do you think, someone's just like, keep driving, dude.
It's the corn way.
They're so LA'd that by that point they're like, nah, we don't want to get into this.
One of two things happened. He woke up from a party down on the Sunset Strip and realized there's too many dead people here. He needs to get the fuck out of here and ran up a hill. Or two, he got attacked by a mountain lion. Either way, you guys were fucking happy. We weren't helping.
I don't like a metal band that stops to help somebody.
It doesn't. It's not in their DNA.
It's definitely, it's not
That's
part
like,
of
let
the,
REM stop and call EMS.
It's not part of the script. There you go. Yeah, we're not soft.
We should actually Google that. Has there ever been a band that stopped and helped anybody ever
I guarantee
in history?
you most heavy metal bands would 100% stop.
Yeah, but this is corn. This is Bakersfield, baby.
This is
Have you learned
Bakersfield.
nothing from this podcast?
Metallica would have stopped.
Of course.
All right, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
But have they?
Kirk Hammett is Mother Teresa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the sweetest guy
Yeah.
ever. He would have absolutely. Hey guys,
Is everything okay?
what are we doing? Let's help this guy.
All right, okay.
Lars would have been like, "Fuck him," but yeah, no, I
So it
think
would have been too late. They would have had a debate and the person would have passed away.
they probably
So,
would have died.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to roll tape?
Stay off drugs, folks. Let's watch a clip and call it a morning.
Sweet.
Aaron, if you don't mind, I can't remember how deep we got into it. I don't care if we watch a rerun. It'll be a sneak preview. We can advertise the Patreon. And say, hey, we said some more funny shit. Some shit that was funnier than this about this video.
So we'll call
On
this,
the Patreon.
So this video will be called Aaron's Choice, and then we have to react to it?
Sure.
All right, that's good, right? Wild card, Aaron's Choice?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any of the clips labeled. I just grab them and post
He's
them.
just gonna play one as it is.
So we're probably about 4 down.
This
5
is
down.
not a video, but it's photos you can look at.
That's fine with me.
There we go.
Oh, this is weird.
Artists
So
printed strangers' faces with. Yeah.
You sent this, right, Brian? So can you summarize this for me?
From what I understand, it's basically, I don't know how you can print from DNA to get people's faces, but it's a little bit creepy, and I also love it. I was always a fan of those videos where like someone would throw their trash out and then the person would come over and throw it back at him through the window.
Yes,
I love that kind of shit.
I love that too.
So this is like a very high concept way of fucking with people.
So there's a bunch of face masks, theoretically, that were created based on DNA found on cigarette butts and whatnot. And it's amazing until you remember that we can't really verify whether the person smoking a cigarette actually looked like this.
No.
Because even the person smoking the cigarette has no idea because they just threw it on the ground.
Unless they went to this because they love art and then they saw their face on there.
Yeah.
Oh, ancestral roots. Okay.
If you do go there and see that, that would very much disturb you that someone could recreate you based on a popsicle you ate last week.
Now, I will say, and Matt can confirm this, and this is not a make fun of Matt moment, this is a confirm it.
I hope not.
So we worked on a Schwarzenegger movie, and he left a cigar there.
Yeah.
I still have it in a bag, which technically means what?
You can make the Terminator.
I have
you could make the Terminator.
Schwarzenegger's DNA.
Let's make him.
Come with me if you want to embarrass Matt.
I have some of Dice's unsmoked cigarettes right here.
There's no DNA on that.
They were in his mouth.
There's no.
Okay, there you go. All right.
He likes to hold them in his mouth.
Right. So at some point, Aaron and I will be recreating both Andrew Dice
Let's leave that one alone.
And they'll fight.
And they'll fight. They'll fight. Just pure entertainment value. Cage match.
In an arena. Yeah.
Those are actually both people that have dissed me hardcore. Andrew Dice Clay fired me from like a week of work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. He made fun of me when we first moved to LA.
Right.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So like a roast of like a joyful roast,
I was in the audience at the comedy store
okay.
with Karen, and I had that's back when I shaved my head.
Okay.
And he just looks out and he goes, "Are you guys fucking together?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you fucking serious?" And he looked at her like, "Are you fucking serious?" And he goes, "You know, you're pretty. You're good looking." He goes, "This fucking guy?" He goes, "This guy should be naked in a room full of pornography and a dead body or two in the fucking attic." He goes, "Look at this psycho motherfucker." He's like, "All right." And then he just kept looking at me like, "I don't get it."
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would go to a comedy show.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's like 6 people in the whole room.
He's just trashing you.
Yeah.
He needs you.
Hard.
He needs you as part of the audience, and he's like, "I'm taking you out."
Yeah.
You're
the sacrifice.
It was just on the verge of the dark days of the Comedy Store then, right? So you hadn't started doing it.
100%.
Yeah.
So he was one of the only celebrities that would play.
That would actually
left
be
over there.
And so on Sunday nights, it was about the amateur comedians.
Yeah.
But Dice would show up, and as soon as Dice showed up, all the comedians went home because it was like, we're not getting up.
Yeah.
Because he would do an
He would
hour,
just
an hour
work
and a
it.
half.
Except for what's his name would stay to close out every show. Don Barris.
Sure, yeah.
Never would leave the Comedy Store. He's still there, right?
Yeah, no, he's still there.
doing his thing.
And so he's the warm-up for Jimmy Kimmel, so he puts in a work day.
Yep.
And then goes there to play.
Why not?
Yeah, why
and then
not?
Plays like
He's making good
whatever
money.
the last spot is, he plays it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's his thing,
Yeah.
which is fine. God love it. What else you got? Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Win a prize.
Chugging
sesame oil up your butt.
Here's why I put coffee up my butt.
Coffee enema. The coffee that you use.
Here's the Only Fans tie-in. This could be us.
Rectal ozone.
Butthole sunning works. It's a perfect place for that sunlight to drop right in.
So unnecessary.
Putting all different kinds of herbs. I put salt.
In my arse.
Coffee enemas kill parasites, bacteria, and fungus.
And relationships.
Methylene blue. This thing, iodine.
And office
There's
job
nobody on the
careers.
planet that
You're
does
doing
coffee
this on the
enemas
internet.
better than me.
Well, congratulations,
All right,
sir.
so
Have you guys ever done one?
No.
An enema?
No, and
Nope.
I'm overwhelmed by. So there are products targeted at me that like hair loss stuff and like posture stuff, but at least that's something I can see. This is for people who are like, everything. I've checked all the boxes in my life.
They all look great already.
Everything's fine. I still feel like shit. What's wrong? Oh, that's because of your asshole, stupid.
Yeah, I did one.
You know, you did one.
Not recently, but I did fall. You guys don't remember the whole like coffee enema movement of like
I
the
remember
early
this.
2000s?
Yeah, I remember
Sure.
this.
Yeah, I fell for it.
Yeah, I wasn't on
Please
it.
tell us about
I
your
got-
experience.
Again, I got into cocaine, but I'm not going to fucking also get into coffee enemas.
So
you can put Coke up your butt.
You can.
Yeah.
And that's
Listen,
probably way better.
They tell you, there's a lot of stuff.
Sure.
That's just never goes away inside your colon and your intestines,
Yep.
and the only way to get it out is there was all these movements, right? Like all these different types of cleanses, all these different things. So I did. I bought a 3-pack. Of enema 3-pack, went down somewhere in some random place in fucking Venice Beach off of Venice Boulevard.
Hold on, you bought it there or you used it there?
I only used 2 out of the 3, and I'll explain to you why.
Please.
Oof.
So first one was fine. Second one, I go in, right? Mm-hmm. They put the hose up your butt, and I'm sitting there, and I'm noticing like my stomach's getting bigger.
Oh my God.
And bigger.
This is not a doctor, by the way, doing this.
No, of course I do. Now I look back and I'm like,
They
what
should
the
say
fuck?
that on top of their thing. It should say
guy.
not a doctor.
But this is just the dumb decisions I make. Not
a doctor office.
Dude, I should have known when.
Hi, I'm not a Dr. Stevenson.
Exactly. I have no fucking idea what's really going on.
But let's see that asshole.
This is for
let's see that butt.
But let's see that asshole.
So here's the thing that kids.
I got something that's not going to work for you. There's going to be a lot of activity going on for something that's not even going to
They're
work.
like, look, Brian, I could have just, I'm overcharging you for fucking a regular pot of coffee.
Guys, back then you have to understand, as long as you had one person you could trust, if they said something, you go, that makes sense. And that was all you needed back then. This is pre-internet shit,
He's
right?
trying to distract you. He's like, so tell me about Wisconsin. And you're like, I'm so far away from Wisconsin right now.
So kids, you need to understand that if you ever go to a doctor's office and the doors are either curtains or beads, that's not a doctor's office.
Doctor's office.
If the walls are anything but white,
it smells like patchouli or
you are not. This is not covered by your healthcare plan.
No, it wasn't.
You're like, I don't think this guy's a dentist.
Yeah. I had that experience.
First, we need to clean your butthole before we clean your teeth. Okay.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Seems fair.
All right. I didn't know we were cleaning the teeth, but yeah, let's do it.
I'm listening.
So my stomach's getting bigger and bigger. And she goes, I got to ask you a question. I go, yeah. She goes, did you clean out this morning before you came? I go,
my God.
No.
And I go, no, I thought that's what she goes, no.
Oh my God.
You need to flush your system of like the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And then we get rid of the rest. So she immediately pulls the thing out.
Uh-oh.
Start drinking it.
Volcano.
Yeah,
You
and
ever
so
seen
she
a
was like,
volcano?
we just got to let it, we got to let it get out. And I'm just sitting there and it's fine. And there's nothing more embarrassing, by the way, than just sitting there while someone's waiting for you to just shit all over the fucking room. And it's just going and going.
You're not in a bathroom?
No, not yet.
And she's just standing there in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Because she's a doctor.
No rubber gloves, no nothing.
Just hair up in a bun and fucking flip-flops.
She's eating a bagel. You're ruining my breakfast right now.
Trying to get my fiber.
And it wouldn't, but guys, it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how long? And she's like, I don't, and I could tell she was starting to get frustrated.
Yeah.
So
'cause
then
there's
she
shit
goes, she's
everywhere.
like, I can't. She's like, can you just like pucker up for a second and go into the bathroom right next?
Yeah.
Like, so there's a bathroom in there. So I'm like, that's fine.
This is where
so
we should have started this.
I kind of squeeze the sphincter in the ass cheeks and I waddle into the bathroom and then I'm sitting in there.
And she's just
And
hosing
she's
the
clean.
room
Yeah, she's
down.
totally right. And she's getting angrier and angrier. Like, well, how long? How long are you gonna be in there? I go, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's like, I have another appointment, and I'm like, I don't know.
Clear
and
the
she's like, I
books.
need you out of here. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah,
Bitch.
but I don't live anywhere
Yeah.
near Venice Beach. You're just
Yeah.
asking me to get in my car while I'm still fucking spraying fucking turd
Yeah.
and drive home. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't leave. I'm not getting off the toilet until this
Right.
ends.
You're gonna have to
And
do
she's
your
like, well,
next-
you need to go. You need to go.
Okay. And you put diapers on? What happened?
I shit my pants on the way home
Oh my God.
because I got kicked out, so I never went back.
Did
Why?
you sue her? One
So
star.
she probably wasn't there when I came back. If I
One
had gone
star
back,
review.
that place probably closed up that day.
That was snake oil up your ass.
They're like,
Why didn't they tell you? Did you miss
Because
something?
I missed the fact that they're not fucking doctors.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
I
'Cause they're
missed.
not
They just thought
And it
you
was
would
just-
know, like pre-internet. They just thought you would know to do this.
So let me. You have to,
When
I
I
would assume you're getting that out.
when I got a colonoscopy, there was just like very clear instructions.
Yes,
correct
very
from
good
doctors.
Yeah, right.
This I told you. Remember, there was a movement.
doctors.
There was a phase movement. No pun
Right.
intended. I guess pun intended. But my point is, there was this phase where This was a very popular thing. I think, like maybe what's her name?
Robin Quivers used to do it. I mean,
Quivers
Robin Quivers,
and Gwyneth Paltrow. There's a lot of people talking about coffee enemas and all this stuff. Was super healthy.
Right.
So you start
that was in Beverly Hills though.
Original influencers, probably also.
Gwyneth does a lot of things. Like I didn't get a pizza oven for my apartment. A brick.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like
wood burning.
Okay.
Wood burning pizza oven. She's like, everybody should get a wood burning
inside
pizza
the house.
oven. You fucking whore. Who?
But again, this is, you realize now when you look back at, or I realize now when I look back at it, hindsight, this is just, there's a bunch of fucking people who are like, I'm going to open up an enema business. All I need is a fucking hose.
You know what I was thinking about?
And a fucking space.
Yeah. Can you imagine having courage like that? Like, I'm good at my job. And I'm like, hello, can I do some work for you?
Yeah.
These people are like, no, we don't have a license. We don't have degrees.
Because there is no license.
We don't even have the right drugs yet. We're just gonna do this.
Just gonna start squirting fucking warm water up your bunghole.
I'm not even afraid of strangers' buttholes.
Right.
That has to start there.
Now you got shit all over the place. I was thinking about, and Aaron, we'll wrap it up in a second, but I was thinking about, do you remember the Hollywood diet?
Which one was that one?
That was the one where you basically drink prune juice for 2 days and shit your brains out. So I was getting ready for some like showcase or something, and I had a little bit of a beer gut.
Oh no!
And I'm like, let me try this, and it's like taking the stuff you take for a colonoscopy, where you just can't get off the toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't complete it. I'm like, this isn't working. I'm not doing this. I'm eating solid food. I gave up immediately.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, there was people,
and they would say stuff like, Bruce Willis. They would just say these names, like, but the person isn't endorsing the product. They're just saying it. I can't even remember where I got this shit. Maybe off the TV advertised or something.
I mean, the best part of it happening if you're Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
A, no one's kicking you out of the place, and B, there's 2 or 3 other people. You're like, I need you to go get me a fan.
Yeah. And see, Bruce Willis is working out. He's not fucking 2 days before a shoot. Drinking a bunch of prune juice.
No, it's embarrassing to think that 20 years ago, I was like, everyone was like, here's how, this is your way to health.
Right.
Your butthole. Shit it all out.
Yeah.
This is why everything sucks in your life. You're not shitting out enough.
Right.
And you're like, like, it makes sense.
Guys, I think I figured out the Only Fans. Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour. Patreon.com/The Full Charge. And make sure you look in the body of this, wherever you get this podcast, so you can click on the link to my special and hit like a notify me button. So let's get this party started. We're out of here.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, share it. Peace.